What are you doing on a daily basis to take your spiritual journey to the next level? Good morning, everybody. How are you today? This week is going to be a beautiful week. This week is week 7. Week 7 is all about expanding and emancipating. So if we take a little bit of a trip down memory lane, what have we done so far? In week 1, we had a look at trust. The first step is trust, trusting yourself most importantly. Trusting that you are divinely connected. Trusting that you are connected to people that are supporting you. Trusting and providing that safe space where you can create a life of freedom. In week 2, we had a look at honing in on awareness. Awareness of all the areas, awareness of all the different places in your life where you are trapped, where you are not in the center stage in your life, where you are not living in freedom. And week number 3 was having a look at honing in on acceptance. Acceptance of self, love of self. Excuse me. Excuse me. Loving all of you, loving the human you. Step number 4 was looking at releasing and forgiving, like letting go of everything that no longer serves you. Week number 5, we had a look at inventing. Inventing who you wanted to be, what you wanted, where you wanted it, and inventing a life where you will truly be free. Week number 6 was about vibrancy, tapping into the vibrant heartbeat of who you are, the vibration of your truth. It's one of my favorite weeks is tapping into that vibration of your truth. And it links to week 7, which is where we are today. Is asking that question, what are we doing on a daily basis to tap into our heartbeat, the heartbeat of who you truly are, and expand into that on a daily basis. So the question for this week is, what are you doing on a daily basis to take your spiritual journey to the next level, to take your personal journey to the next level, to take your emotional journey, your physical journey, your energetic journey to the next level? What are you doing on a daily basis? I know that many people struggle to keep New Year's resolutions. Give me a thumbs up if you've ever struggled with New Year's resolutions. They last what? A day, a week, a month, if you're really lucky. Let me know if your New Year's resolutions have lasted the whole year, because that's really awesome. So type in the comment section below, how long do New Year's resolutions usually last? I think the reason why New Year's resolutions don't last very long is because a lot of the times we're not creating them from the inside out. Now, for example, you create a New Year's resolution that comes from the outside of you. Now, we know that the outside of us is society, is expectations. Now, if you've created a New Year's resolution that comes from the outside of you, then the internal locus of control is not going to be there. If your resolution is not, if you're not keeping your New Year's resolution, it's to ask that question, is it something that you believe in? Is it something that comes from the truth of who you are? Is it something that comes from the inside of you, that place deep within you, the core value of who you are? If it comes from deep within that core, the vibration of your truth, then it is likely to last longer than if it comes from outside of you. Because outside of you is just pressure. Outside of you is just going to create more of a space where you feel overwhelmed. So we are now looking at expanding. We're now looking at creating a life where we're living in freedom every day. This is what week 7 is. Week 7 is about how can I on a daily basis take myself to the next level. Now, what is that next level for you? For the last 7 weeks, we've been looking at, okay, well, who am I? Now we want to on a daily basis, connect with your inner truth, who you truly are. And we also looked last week at what makes you happy. When you're in the vibration of joy, you're getting closer to who you truly are. You're getting higher up the level of consciousness. What makes you truly happy? A New Year's resolution is you saying, well, I want to be happier. I want to create a life. I want to do things that are going to make me happier. But here's the thing. It's not about doing, it's about being. The heartbeat of who you truly are. Being from the inside of you out. So what is it that you want to create for yourself in your life, to live in freedom? Ask yourself, is it coming from the inside or is it from the outside? Is it from society? And you will know the difference because society creates that sense of pressure, outside in, pushing down, whereas inside out feels light. It feels peaceful. It feels like you're expanding. That's what this week is about, is beginning to grow from the inside out, expanding, beginning to stretch. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable, but as you expand, if you're the shell we often talk about, the shell needs to shatter. And that feels uncomfortable. But we need to shatter the shell if we want to begin to expand into the newest part of us. And we do that daily, on a daily basis. So what's very important is, if we're expanding from the inside out, is to look at this idea of what makes you happy. Okay, you've decided what makes you happy. What makes you happy is living near forestry, being in this certain relationship, your morning cup of coffee, your 3 minutes of reflection every day. But what's important is those are actions, right? But what I'm encouraging you to look at today is what makes you happy is you. What makes you happy is you. Inside out means you first. You are in control of your life. You are in control of absolutely everything. The past is gone. The past is not coming back. But what remains is the residual memory of the past, the residual thoughts of the past, the residual body memory of the past. But you, in this present moment, is in control. So what makes you happy? From the inside out is the following. Here is the key. The key is the awareness that you are in control of everything that happens in your life. You are in control. You are the center. Therefore, it is you that decides from the inside out. Give me a thumbs up if this is powerful. In every moment is about you being from the inside out. Give me a thumbs up if this is really, really powerful. You are in control. You decide what makes you happy. You choose whether it's going to be outside in or inside out. So what are you choosing today? What are you choosing today? What I'm encouraging you and inviting you to look at today is, what is the difference for you for expanding from the inside out and the difference between outside in? What is the difference for you? And write it down. And I think that another reason why New Year's resolutions don't work, another reason why we don't follow through with what we create for ourselves and our life, is that we take on a lot of self-guilt and a lot of blame versus having an observer consciousness. Now, for example, if you were to see everything that happened during the day as beautiful white clouds that just floated by, then you would feel more free. If you were in control, if you saw yourself as in control, then you would see everything else around you as white clouds just floating by. You're just observing your feelings. You're just observing the words that people say to you. When people's words affect you, that's outside in. When your emotions take control of your day, that's outside in. But when you just observe and you look at, okay, well, that upset me, interesting. And when you allow the observation, if you take on that observer consciousness, you can then choose to jump into that cloud or not. You can choose to float around on that cloud, but it's your choice because you are in control and you've always been in control. What does inside out mean to you? This is the power of expanding and emancipating on a daily basis. Number one is taking control of your life, knowing that you are in control. And number two is taking on an observer consciousness. So I feel that if you want to keep an idea, if you want to keep a New Year's resolution, if you want to keep a resolution to live in freedom, if you want to keep the belief systems that we have begun to create, the belief systems of freedom, if you want to keep those resolutions, then it is about daily saying, moving from the head to the heart, inside out, observing the head from a space of observer consciousness, connecting with the heartbeat of your truth on a daily basis, and breathing that from the inside out. Tomorrow we're going to have a look at what daily activities are you doing? What are your habits? What are your daily rituals? Because these are vital for expanding and emancipating. So daily connecting with that heartbeat and breathing that from the inside out. So the question is, what are you doing on a daily basis to move all the different aspects of you to the next level? Remember, there's loads of aspects of who we are. And this is why I've created the Thrive and Live in Freedom Academy, is because it's about daily expanding and emancipating. So if you, like me, want to expand every single day into the truth of who you are, I'm encouraging you to click on the link today and join our academy so that we can work together in keeping those New Year's resolutions, in keeping the new you that you want to create, by looking at where it is that you're not in control, where it is that you're not living from the inside out. Click on the link below and I will see you in the academy. Have a wonderful day, guys, living from the inside out. Goodbye, everyone.